Welcome to Free Play. Today we're looking at Silent Dragon. Silent Dragon hit arcades in 1992, a full 3 years after Final Fight was released by Capcom, and 5 after Taito released Double Dragon. The brawler is a staple of the arcade game genre, with classics such as Shadow of Mystara and Aliens vs. Predator, but then you also have games like this one. Roll up those sleeves and grab those quarters, let's get into Silent Dragon. Taito has made plenty of good games in the past. Double Dragon, Bubble Bobble, Space Invaders to name a few, but when trying to follow up on successful games like Double Dragon and Final Fight, it seems to have had a little bit of a stumbling block. What Double Dragon did right was that when you got into scrap, it was because of bad positioning. In Silent Dragon, by contrast, when you get beat down, it might just be because someone looked at you funny. And even worse, the game might as well be a reskinned Double Dragon sequel, since it's girl kidnap, fight dude till get girl back. We're given 4 characters in this one, and they're all equally useless. Joe is the fighter, which is kind of a given since this is a beat-em-up. Next is Lee, who's the fast one, Kato, the ninja, who looks like he skipped ninja school for the gym, and Sonny, who is apparently a GI? He looks exactly like Kato, so apparently the developers just said screw it, and threw him in as a clone. Gotta get that extra fighting stick in, it brings in the kids. 4 characters, 0 personality, and lousy mechanics. So one of the biggest issues that crops up with Silent Dragon is the lack of hit stun. In most fighting games, when you hit an enemy, if they don't drop immediately, then they should be locked into place for follow-up hits. Most beat-em-ups have this as sort of a base feature, and when you have multiple characters, usually the point is to show off the different styles of combat animation. But if you don't have that, then the animation isn't all that useful, since their punches will just hit you back before you can hit the next strike. This does not make for a fun action game if you keep getting punched out of combos. Like, there's this special sort of move that you can do to clear away enemies and deal significant single-hit damage, but it's really not as effective as it should be, especially when things start getting weird. What starts out as a fairly boring beat-em-up turns completely topsy-turvy by the second boss. For a while I was actually confused about this game, because for the life of me, I'd have sworn I was playing some sort of weird, apathetic Fist of the North Star knockoff. But then I beat up this riffraff wannabe and he turned into a bat. Guess you really aren't yourself when you're hungry. So now it's gone from Double Dragon to Cadillacs and dinosaurs without any sort of decent gameplay to make it worth the time. And worse yet, this game drags on and on and on and on. It clocks in at about 40 minutes to play through, which is not that odd for an arcade game. But most of that time will be spent in the same 3 boss fights over and over again, because they just keep killing you. So you'll have plenty of time to plan your moves, and then get wombo comboed by the boss and have to do it all over again. This is not to say that it's entirely unplayable, because clearly I managed to get to the end. It's just the catch that, aside from being a handsome and charming game critic like myself, why would you want to? It's not like there's much keeping you glued to the screen for this one. But then when the price of admission is a quarter, it adds up pretty quick. This is the kind of game that they set up in a corner of a Pizza Hut that didn't want to cash in for Ninja Turtles and hope for the best. I'm sure you've pieced it together by now, but tradition demands. Does this one get the free play quarter of approval or the slug of shame? Well, the graphics aren't too bad for 1992, the gameplay suffers, it gets laggy, the enemies get cheap shots in on you from the word go, and it ends up being more frustrating than fun. Add this to a poor design aesthetic and an awful soundtrack, and you have a game that has about as much thought put into it as the next video game movie tie-in. Come on, Taito, you're better than this. Is there something lower than the slug of shame that I can give them? Join us next time when we look at Banpresto's Ultraman. If you like what you saw, consider donating to my Patreon to get early access to all the new vids as they come out. And as always, thanks for watching.